everyone, I'm Fahmi Ashad and you are watching the number one talk show here in Malaysia, which is Chitchat Millionaire. Now, we are live in Pucha Alam studio. Tonight, we will be talking about personal credit management. Since today's episode is all about personal credit management, I invite not one or two, but three experts regarding to this matter. So now, live via Cisco WebEx, let's all welcome to Dr. Muhammad Taufik, Dr. Ahmad Ashraf, and Professor Amir Rahma. So, please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Thank you for being our host. First and foremost, it is honor for me to be here. So my name is Professor Amir Akmal, and I'm the Bank Islam spokesperson for today's topic.
And I am Ahmad Shah bin Ahmad. I am financial advisor for CIMB Bank.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Taufik bin Sabana. Today I representative as a lead manager. And now we back to the host.
Thank you for the three of you. We're so grateful that you guys allow us to spare some of your time for our show. So, start up our stuff a video from outsider about question regarding financial matters. But before we go to there, let's us first define what does personal credit management. First, we'll start with Professor Amir Akmal.
Alright. As a bank representative, first we must know that Malaysia Sharia Advisory Council (SAC) governs Islamic banking. The Sharia Committee ensures that Malaysian Islamic personal loan follow Sharia rules, which prohibit the following. The first one is haram. Business that include gambling, alcohol, tobacco, pornography, and more. The second one is a riba, practice of lending with high interest rate. The third one is horror, speculative or risky sales, where the value is dubious or uncertain. And the last one is zooms, activities and practices that are positive, oppressive, or cruel.
Okay, thank you, Professor Amir Akmal. Next, we go to Dr. Ahmad Ashraf.
Thank you for our host. So basically, we must know first what is credit management. Credit management is everything directly related to the processes of approving customers for onboarding, extending payment terms, setting credit and payment policy, issuing credit or financing, and monitoring business cash flows. Avoiding excessive debt should be your credit management priority while managing your personal finances. Simply said, you should not borrow money that you cannot repay without hurting your finances or failing behind on payments. So back to our host.
Okay, thank you to Dr. Ahmad Ashraf. Last but not least, we go to Dr. Ahmad Taufik.
What is personal credit management? So, I think credit management refers to the process of granting credit to your customers, setting payment terms and conditions to enable them to pay their bills on time and comply with your company's credit policy. And then credit management also is your company's plan of action to protect against late or default payment by your customer. Usually, effective credit management uses a continuous and proactive process to identify risky, assesses their potential for loss, and strategically hedge against the risk inherent in credit granting. That's all. So back to the host.
Thank you, Dr. Muhammad Taufik. Thank you to all our panel for the explanation about personal credit management. Now, let's start our talk with the first question, and I like to start it with our financial advisor expert, Dr. Ahmad Ashraf. The question is how to manage our credit management or advice to improve it.
Thank you again. So how to manage our credit management? Yes, I know there are four steps that you can be taken to manage our credit management. So firstly, make payment on time. Remember that your payment history has the greatest impact on your credit score. Paying your monthly payment on time is the most effective way to manage your credit responsibilities. A payment that is overdue by more than 30 days more instantly and significantly lower your credit score by up to 100 points. Make at least the minimum payment required to avoid such fine. Set up auto payment or payment reminder to guarantee you will never miss a payment if you can prevent it. Sorry. Finally, use your credit wisely. Many struggle with credit card discipline. You may utilize credit to your advantage if you learn to handle it better. Avoid retail credit card with modest discount and high interest rates. Choose card with the perk and cashback. Credit card may help you develop your financial picture. Not hurt it. Credit card are good for emergency vehicle repair but not for expensive shoes. That's all for me.
Thank you, Dr. Ahmad Ashraf. What a relation of our panel members have been. I appreciate Dato sharing this information with our viewers. Now, in order to keep the rhythm of our talk shows, let's go on to our management representative expert, Professor Amirul Akmal.
Right. I'm Bismillah. Thank you once more, Mr. Host. I'm delighted to be here with such amazing people. Returning to the credit application questions. Alright. Before applying for any credit, the bank will check the history of the borrower from a system called Central Credit Reference Information System, CCRIS, and Credit Tip of Service, CTOS. So, what is CCRIS? It stands for Central Credit Reference Information Systems, owned and operated by Bank Negara Malaysia to facilitate credit risk management among banks. Secrets processes data received from participating financial institutions and turns them into credit reports. These credit reports are then made available to financial institutions, borrower upon request, and approved credit reporting agencies with the borrower consent. Borrowers can access their credit report online via e-Secrets for free. Okay, great. Now, what is CTOS? Established in 1990, CTOS is Malaysia leading credit reporting agency, CRA, under the purview of the Registrar Office of Credit Reporting Agencies, Ministry of Finance, and regulated under the Credit Reporting Agency Act 2010. At CTOS, they facilitate credit extension by empowering individuals and business with access to crucial information at greater ease and speed. CTOS delivers a complete portfolio of credit risk management solutions and services and is widely used by the country's banking and financial institutions, insurance and telecommunication companies, large corporations, small and medium enterprise, legal firms, and statutory bodies. Okay, after this, it will be more interesting and challenging. Yep, most lenders, especially banks, use the basic 5 C's of credit analysis. That's all from me. So the host, you can take it.
Thank you to Professor Amirul Akmal for your information. The question that as Professor Amirul Akmal answered is there any things or steps that must we know before applying for credit? So thank you to our professor for providing our talk show listeners with new and important information. Wow, the discussion and debate from our panel were heated. But for the time being, let's take this moment to relax from the heat. Stay tuned. Hello everyone. We are currently in the Chitchat Millionaire show. Thank you all who have just viewed this program. Now, we proceed with our show by posing question to our credit manager expert, Dr. Muhammad Taufik. The question is, what are some of the most important factors you can consider as credit management when evaluating a credit application?
To the host. Okay, when you evaluating a credit application, most of the time I consider several factors. First and foremost, I look at the applicant's credit history to assess their ability to repay the loan. This includes looking at their payment history, credit utilization ratio, and any delinquencies or bankruptcies. Other than that, this is the important one too. I also review the applicant's income and employment stability to ensure they have the means to pay back the loan. This includes verifying that the applicant has been employed for a certain amount of time, as well as reviewing their income sources and amounts. Lastly, I take into account the purpose of the loan and the collector offered. Okay, I give example. If the loan is for a business venture, I will evaluate the feasibility of the project and the security provided. If it's a personal loan, I may require additional documentation such as proof of assets or other form of collector. I guess that's all the most important factor that I can consider for those who want to evaluate a credit applicant. So back to the host.
Thank you to Dr. Muhammad Taufik for his great argument and captivating the audience with his vast knowledge. We will now proceed to the following segment, which title is Talk to the Talk. In this segment, we will test a student knowledge of personal credit management by posing a question for them. Let's watch the video now.
I think I know credit card, personal loan, installment bank, and revolving credit. Yes, I am using one of those credit card. I'm using credit card from Afin Bank because it is low interest and it gives benefits such as cashback. Yes, it would save. It is safe using credit card than using cash because if something happens, for an example, being robbed, then we can immediately call bank to freeze our account, and then we may proceed to make a police report. Rather than having a cash, if we being robbed, we may did not get the money back. We could also receive the opportunity to improve our credit score if we make sure that our payback is completely quick. Okay, because of my strong credit score, it is much simpler to apply for any the other available credit option, such as housing loan, and other than that. All know that teens are more likely to spend money based on what they desire than what they did. So it stands to the reason that they are less worried about managing their credit. I had to use this opportunity to emphasize how critical it is for all of us to carefully monitor and control our spending habit as a teen, so that our financial obligations are not made any more difficult.
According to the video, college students are likely attentive to personal credit management. Now, we have reached the end of the program with the conclusion of the session. Now, I shall summarize each panelist's response. First, from Dato' Ahmad Ashraf, the point that can I conclude is there are 4 steps that can be taken to manage our credit management. Number 1 is make payment on time. Second, use less of your available credit. Third, must know your credit limits. And lastly, use your credit wisely. Follow these 4 steps and you all can manage your credit. Second, from Professor Amir Rahma, before extending credit, the bank will check the borrower's credit history through a system. Aside from that, the 5 C's of credit analysis. And lastly, from Dr. Muhammad Taufik point, first and foremost, they evaluate the applicant capacity to repay the loan by reviewing their credit history. They also examine the applicant income and employment stability to ensure they have a financial ability to repay the loan. Lastly, they consider the purpose of the loan and the offered collateral. This is the only conclusion I can get from today's panel discussion. Thank you again to our panelists who are eager to provide us with new and relevant information and to the audience, regardless of whether you are viewing on a television or phone. Thank you for watching today's episode Chitchat Millionaire. Meanwhile, everyone viewers, that on the same day at the same time, we will meet in the different episode with a different title. Assalamualaikum and thank you gentlemen for viewing this program. Bye.
I know she's a guy.